Welcome back to Inside Food Factory, where we explore the industries feeding our future. And today's story might just surprise you, because the same animal once blamed for ecological destruction is now powering a multi-billion-dollar global food industry. We're talking about rabbits, creatures that once wiped out entire landscapes, turning green farmlands into deserts. In the 19th century, Australia alone fought an invasion of over 10 billion rabbits, a plague so massive that farmers built the world's longest fence, stretching nearly 2,000 miles, just to survive. Fast forward to today. Those same rabbits are being bred, monitored, and processed by machines. Inside climate-controlled barns, automated feeders and AI-driven sensors now raise millions of animals every year, transforming what was once a pest into one of the cleanest, leanest, and most efficient proteins on Earth. Rabbits grow fast, reproduce faster, and need less feed and water than any traditional livestock. That's why the modern rabbit industry now exceeds $6 billion globally, from ecological disaster to agricultural innovation. But how can millions of rabbits be born, raised, and processed almost entirely by technology? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you eat rabbit? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay with Inside Food Factory. Part 1. Inside the Breeding Labs. This is where the story of rabbit farming truly begins. Inside the breeding labs. In these facilities, reproduction isn't left to chance. It's engineered. Each generation of rabbits is carefully planned months ahead, combining biology and technology in a process designed for both consistency and control. Most large-scale farms today use artificial insemination, a method that allows a single male to father hundreds of offspring across multiple farms. Inside small laboratory rooms, technicians collect and analyze semen under microscopes. Every sample is tested for motility, density, and genetic health before it's approved. Only the highest quality material, often less than 30% of what's collected, moves forward into insemination. Once approved, doses are injected with precision doses under controlled timing. Sensors track each female's condition, body temperature, hormone levels, even behavior, to optimize the success rate. The result? Fertilization rates above 90% and litters that grow uniformly in size, shape, and weight. This level of efficiency has turned rabbit farming into one of the most productive animal systems on Earth. A single doe can produce up to 7 litters per year, totaling more than 60 offspring annually. Multiply that by thousands of does inside a modern facility, and you begin to understand the scale. Some farms in China and Spain now produce over 500,000 rabbits a year, each one genetically mapped and traceable from birth to harvest. But breeding isn't only about speed, it's also about selection. Advanced programs now use genomic databases to identify traits such as feed efficiency, growth rate, and disease resistance. Algorithms rank animals by their genetic potential, deciding who breeds next and who doesn't. It's selective evolution, driven not by nature, but by spreadsheets and machine learning. Still, with such precision comes risk. When thousands of animals share near-identical DNA, a single virus or mutation could spread fast. That's why modern labs maintain backup genetic lines, frozen embryos and sperm stored in liquid nitrogen, ready to restore diversity if needed. And this scientific control extends far beyond biology. Even the lighting schedule, humidity, and background sound inside these barns are calibrated to influence fertility. Breeding used to be an art. Today, it's a system, measured, optimized, and increasingly automated. But as farming becomes more scientific, one question remains. How do farmers feed and manage such massive populations, thousands of rabbits growing every week, while keeping costs low and conditions humane? Part 2. Feeding. Inside high-tech rabbit farms. When you step inside a modern rabbit farm, it doesn't look like the barns of the past. No wooden cages, no farmers with buckets. Instead, rows of steel-tiered enclosures stretch for hundreds of feet. Inside each cage, dozens of rabbits eat, drink, and grow, monitored 24 hours a day by an invisible digital network. These facilities are designed for maximum efficiency per square meter. Temperature, humidity, and airflow are controlled by central systems that adjust automatically. Feeding is another example of automation at work. Gone are the days of manual feeding. Today, AI-driven dispensers calculate and release feed portions based on each cage's occupancy and growth stage. High-protein pellets are mixed with trace minerals, delivered through stainless steel lines straight into feeders. No waste, no contamination. Water systems use nipple drinkers with built-in filters, guaranteeing a clean source at all times. The result is astonishing efficiency. On average, rabbits reach market weight, about 5 pounds, in just 90 days, using 30% less feed and 80% less water than pigs or cattle. That feed-to-meat conversion ratio, around 3:1, makes rabbits one of the most resource-efficient livestock species on the planet. But efficiency doesn't stop there. Modern farms are now integrating smart sensors and AI vision. Cameras track movement, detect illness, and analyze feeding behavior in real time. If one cage shows abnormal activity, slower motion, uneven eating, the system flags it automatically, alerting farm managers before the issue spreads. One large-scale rabbit facility in Jiangsu, China, reports a 20% drop in mortality after adopting AI monitoring. In Spain, another uses predictive analytics to forecast feed requirements weeks in advance, reducing cost volatility and waste. Even waste management is part of this closed-loop design. Underneath the cages, conveyor belts collect droppings and move them to treatment units where they're processed into organic fertilizer or biogas energy. Nothing is wasted, not even the waste itself. It's a system that runs almost like a factory, efficient, clean, and largely self-operating. But that raises an uncomfortable question. When farming becomes this automated, where do humans fit in? Are we improving life or simply industrializing it? Comment and share your thought to let me know. Up next, we step into the processing plants where science, hygiene, and automation turn thousands of animals into standardized food, ready for the world's markets. Part 3. From barn to table, inside the processing chain. When rabbits reach market weight, around 5 to 6 pounds, this is where biology turns into food, a stage that defines both the quality and the ethics of the entire industry. Inside modern rabbit processing plants, automation replaces nearly every manual task once done by hand. The goal? Speed, safety, and consistency. Rabbits arrive in sealed, ventilated containers, transported under strict welfare regulations to minimize stress. Stress affects meat quality, raising lactic acid levels that can alter taste and texture. That's why some factories, like those in northern Italy and eastern China, now use soundproof unloading bays and LED lighting designed to keep animals calm before stunning. The process begins with humane stunning, often using controlled electric or gas systems, ensuring the animal is unconscious before slaughter. From there, automated lines handle the bleeding, skinning, and evisceration stages. Every motion, from blade speed to conveyor timing, is calibrated to fractions of a second, ensuring hygiene and minimizing human error. As the carcasses move forward, workers in full protective suits inspect each unit visually and electronically. Metal detectors and optical scanners look for contamination, while temperature sensors track cooling rates to maintain strict safety margins, typically between 32 and 39 Fahrenheit within minutes. By the time the product reaches the packaging area, it's already passed more than 12 checkpoints, each one recorded in the factory's digital traceability system. Every pack of rabbit meat is labeled with its origin farm, batch code, and production date, allowing buyers in Europe or the US to trace it back to the exact barn. Yet behind the stainless steel and barcode scanners lies a quiet truth. This is still farming, just at industrial scale. Each year, over 1.2 billion rabbits are processed worldwide, feeding markets across Europe, Asia, and the Americas. And as global demand for high-protein, low-fat meat grows, these systems are expanding, not only in size, but in intelligence. Some facilities now integrate AI-driven yield optimization, analyzing weight, cut size, and texture in real time to minimize waste and improve profitability. But this efficiency comes with a question worth asking. Can a food system be fully automated and still stay humane? Where should the line be drawn between sustainability, ethics, and profit? Part 4: The Future of Rabbit Meat. In a world racing towards sustainable protein, rabbit meat stands at a crossroads, part innovation, part controversy. From a purely scientific view, the numbers make sense. Rabbits convert feed into meat twice as efficiently as chickens, use a fraction of the land and water required for cattle, and produce nearly zero methane emissions. For a planet facing climate pressure and food insecurity, that's hard to ignore. In Europe, rabbit meat is already re-emerging on menus labeled eco-protein. In China, government-backed farms are scaling up to meet rising demand for export. And in North America, boutique restaurants now serve rabbit as a climate-conscious alternative. Lean, traceable, and surprisingly gourmet. But the debate goes beyond numbers. Critics argue that industrial farming, no matter how efficient, still raises questions about ethics, animal welfare, and public perception. Can the world embrace rabbits as a mainstream protein, when for many they're still seen as pets, not livestock? That's the paradox of progress. Innovation often outpaces our emotional comfort. And perhaps, like many revolutions in food history, acceptance will come not from ideology, but from necessity. The story of rabbit farming is a mirror of modern agriculture, a balance between science and conscience, technology and tradition. Would you consider rabbit meat as part of a sustainable diet? Drop your thoughts below. Your opinion might shape the next chapter of this story. And if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of modern food production, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss another journey inside Food Factory.